Have you ever drained your pasta, turned your back for just a second, and then come back to one big sticky clump? It looks fine in the pot, but suddenly it's glued together like a brick. Most people think they know why this happens, but the real reason might surprise you. Stick around, because one small change can completely fix this forever. Pasta is one of the most common foods people cook at home, but it's also one of the most misunderstood. We've all heard advice like add oil to the water or rinse it under cold water, but not all of that advice actually works. In fact, some of it makes things worse without you even realizing it. Today, we're breaking down exactly why pasta sticks together and how to stop it the right way. No chef training required, no fancy tools, and no complicated steps. Just simple habits that turn sticky pasta into perfectly separated, silky noodles every single time. Let's start with what actually causes pasta to stick together in the first place. When pasta cooks, it releases starch into the water. That starch is like glue, and if it doesn't get diluted or washed away properly, it sticks noodles together as soon as the water is gone. That means sticking usually starts after draining, not during boiling. One of the biggest mistakes people make is using too little water. Pasta needs space to move around so the starch can spread out instead of piling up. When the pot is too small, the starch gets thick fast, and that's when noodles start clinging to each other like magnets. A good rule of thumb is to use a large pot and plenty of water. You don't need to measure exactly, but the pasta should be able to move freely when you stir it. Think swimming pool, not bathtub. More water means less starch concentration, and that alone solves half the problem. Now let's talk about stirring, because timing matters here. A lot of people drop the pasta in and walk away, but the first 2 minutes are critical. That's when pasta is most likely to stick because the outside is soft but the inside is still firm. Stir right after adding pasta to the pot, then stir again every 30 seconds or so for the first couple of minutes. After that, you can relax. This simple habit prevents noodles from settling and sticking before they've fully hydrated. Another big issue is salt, or more accurately, not using enough salt. Salt doesn't just add flavor, it actually helps the pasta cook evenly and reduces surface stickiness. The water should taste like mild seawater, not bland tap water. People worry about salt being unhealthy, but remember, most of it goes down the drain with the water. Well-seasoned water leads to better texture, better flavor, and less sticking overall. Now let's clear up one big myth out there. Adding oil to pasta water does not stop pasta from sticking together. It floats on top of the water and barely touches the pasta at all. Worse, it can make sauce slide right off later. Oil belongs after cooking, not during boiling. Save it for tossing the pasta once it's drained. That's when it actually helps. Draining pasta the wrong way is another hidden problem. If you drain it and let it sit dry in a colander, the starch on the surface thickens fast. Within seconds, noodles start bonding together. Instead of letting it sit, move fast. Either toss the pasta immediately with sauce or add a small splash of olive oil and gently stir. The goal is to coat the surface before the starch has time to glue everything together. Timing matters more than people think. Overcooked pasta releases more starch and breaks down on the surface, which makes sticking worse. Cooking pasta just until al dente keeps the outer layer firmer and less sticky. That slight bite isn't just for texture, it actually helps noodles stay separate longer, especially if they're waiting before being served. Different types of pasta behave differently too. Fresh pasta sticks faster than dry pasta because it has more surface starch. Thin pasta, like angel hair, sticks faster than thicker shapes like penne or rigatoni. If you're cooking delicate pasta, you need extra water, extra stirring, and faster sauce mixing. Treat it gently, but don't leave it alone. Now let's talk about rinsing, because this one confuses a lot of people. Rinsing pasta under cold water removes surface starch, which does stop sticking, but it also removes flavor and makes sauce stick less. Rinsing is okay for pasta salads or cold dishes, but not for hot meals. For hot pasta, you want some starch left to help sauce cling beautifully. Another smart trick is saving a cup of pasta water before draining. That starchy water is liquid gold. If pasta starts sticking, adding a splash loosens everything and improves sauce texture at the same time. Professional cooks do this all the time, and once you try it, you'll never go back. It's one of those small habits that makes home cooking feel restaurant level. Heat control after draining matters too. If you dump hot pasta into a cold bowl and walk away, sticking happens fast. Keep everything warm and moving until it's served. Even the bowl you use matters. A warm bowl helps prevent rapid starch thickening, while a cold one speeds it up. It's a small detail, but it adds up. Now here's the big secret most people never hear. Pasta sticks together not because of oil, but because it's left alone too long after draining. Movement is the real solution. As long as pasta is tossed, coated, or mixed with something, it won't stick. The moment it sits still with exposed starch, the glue effect begins. That's why the fastest fix is simply combining pasta with sauce immediately. This one habit changes everything. Cook, drain, toss, serve. No waiting, no clumps, no frustration. So let's recap in a simple way. Use a big pot and plenty of water. Salt it well, stir early, and don't walk away. Skip oil in the water and move quickly after draining. Toss pasta with sauce or oil right away. Save some pasta water and don't let it sit still. These small changes take almost no effort, but they make a huge difference in texture and taste. If this helped you, hit the like button so more people can stop fighting sticky pasta too. Subscribe for more simple cooking and wellness tips that actually work in real life. And now I want to hear from you. What pasta dish gives you the most trouble when it comes to sticking? Drop it in the comments and let's fix it together.